Hello everybody, this is Sara, Psychic Medium, and this is your weekly Psychic Astrology Tarot for the week of the 14th to the 20th of December 2020. If you'd like a private reading at the end of this vlog, then please go to my website. All the information is in the description box below, and do check out the monthly subscription offer if you like a regular reading. It is 50% off the normal price. Do check out your rising, moon and sun sign, as one or the other may resonate more with you than others, and if it doesn't this week, then do feel free to check in next week. So if you haven't liked, shared and subscribed, then please do so. It would be great to have the support and the continual support from many of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Just press that alarm button and you will be alerted when anything new is uploaded. So let's start with Aries. Now, this is a solar eclipse this week. It's an important shift time. This is a reset button. Do check out the main reading for everybody and the general spiritual guidance, as that will give you more insight to this. But this is going to be a new chapter for you, Aries. You will feel more renewed in your faith. You'll feel more positive and optimistic, and you may even be beginning something brand new. You could meet someone important who could become a mentor to you as well. Remember, this is a trend for the next 6 months, and you may have already felt this energy come in 10 days before the eclipse, or you may feel the build up more over the next 10 days of what is your mission. This is the start of a new 200-year era, and this is about focusing on the mindset now. So go out there. If any ideas come in, anything new is offered to you, be open to learning and gaining new knowledge. Like I say, you can just shut the old book and start a new one. This is a very, very important time for you. Now, in love, I do feel you're going to see very clearly if anybody has been manipulating you, or has been pulling your strings, or has been drawing you into temptations that aren't so beneficial for you. And I can see you actually closing a door on some people. This may be love. It could be family. It could be just partners. But think about, be aware of your old habits, what draws you in towards people, you know, and I'm talking the old habits that are not so good for you. Not the good ones, we want to keep those, okay? But I think you're going to be alerted, and you are in a very powerful position. So I can see you taking control of matters and being prepared to start a long upward journey into a new cycle, a new beginning, again, a new chapter, or rewriting, you know, a new book, or starting a new book, not rewriting it. Maybe is rewriting because you've decided it hasn't worked out so far, and I can see some of you just like picking the whole thing up and going, right, I'm not doing that anymore. I put so much work into it, but it's really not happening, and I keep like banging my head against a brick wall. I'm still not getting any ideas. It's not flowing. And you know what? This is the week to do it. Don't think yourself as a failure. Deciding and understanding when it is the right time to stop is actually far from being a failure. That's the taking the steps towards success, because you're actually stepping onto a progressive road. Okay, so finishing something doesn't mean that you've let yourself down. Just taking the knowledge that you've learned. If you've learned that that isn't working, then that's a success step in itself. Now, as far as money is concerned, I do see a situation coming to an end. You may be able to pay off something, finish off, pay off a final loan, or I'm seeing some of you maybe getting a gift in the post, an early Christmas present maybe, but there's definitely a change of pattern. And there are, like I was saying, new ideas coming. And if you are presented with a bonus check of some kind or some surprise gift, then this will give you the support and the strength to make the changes that you want. Let go of the anger, guys, okay? Because I do think some of you may be a bit annoyed about a money situation. Maybe you're owed something from last year and you feel like you haven't quite got it. There's no point being angry about it. Just take time to just rest, get in the flow, because that's how you will get the flow of abundance towards you. And it's very, very important to just be in that flow of new things and just be open and expansive this week. Now, as far as work is concerned, you are going to be looking at a matter with thinking, do I want this? Do I not want this? And I think that you're going to be renewing your dreams. And I feel that there could be a message coming to you from above, opening up your insight into a situation and thinking about what that long-term dream is. But it's definitely the start of just like turning the page this week, and the start of a new 6 months lifestyle in itself, and you may just completely close so many all the doors in your life and just say, right, I'm just going to start a new me, think about what I really want, and start going for the dreams. So if you want some more insight, just go down to my website. Everything's in the description bar below, and I will be happy to give you some more detail into your own personal situation. Hello, Taurus. This is a great time for you, this solar eclipse on the 14th, for shared resources with your partnerships. You could go through some massive transformations starting from Monday. You may already have felt some new developments starting. There could be some new investments happening with your partner or with you yourself, who you are sharing with your partner. You could get some amazing news this week and to do with mortgages, loans or investments. Just be sure to check all the details. This is the big message for everybody, that things could be a little bit foggy. It's not saying that you'll get the wrong information, but you may not get all the information. But this is really going to be a positive time. It's likely to be positive, not negative, okay? Just don't lose yourself in the excitement. Do keep checking the admin, because I can see you kind of jumping up and down thinking, let's celebrate, and then rushing too fast going, yes, I want it. Great, but just double check everything is on your terms, okay? Like I said, it's not something that is bad, but you don't want to be like picking up the pieces in 6 months' time. Now, this is kind of about partnerships at the moment coming in for you, and and how you develop your partnerships, and your shared resources, how you make them work together. So do communicate. I feel this is a time to be open with your dreams and desires, especially around your close relationships. And I think things are going to move a lot faster than you thought. Maybe you've been trying to put a point across or wanting something to happen for a while, or invest in something with your partner, and your partner's been like, well, I'm not sure about this isn't the right time. And then suddenly this week they just turn around, because it depends what sun sign they're in. Their mindset could have changed as well. Remember, we're all going through a reset at the moment. And I do see karma giving you quite a bit of luck, a lovely shower of luck and pennies, gold, abundance, so this could be a great week to think about partnerships, working together if you are together. Now, if you're on your own, it may happen to you. It may be something you want to share with family. It could be something from your family you're hearing about, or maybe it's to do with a business partner, that a partner comes into your life, a new business partner, and they want to invest in you, or vice versa. But this is definitely some good news coming in, and I think where money is concerned, you're going to be quite surprised at how much control you have and how much you are in the driver's seat. Suddenly it's like where you might have been scraping away to try and get your point across or be heard, suddenly everyone's looking at you and going, right, okay, here's the control, off you go. The details, again, what I'm looking at could be to do with how much responsibility you take as to how much you get paid as well. So do check that out. And how much somebody is investing if you're not, this could be about you discussing mutual investments together, or again, looking at a house. I do feel like this is a step up in, your working partnerships, your love partnerships, and Spirit is saying trust, take the chance on you. If you're doubting, then look inside yourself to what those doubts are. And if it's to do with what's outside of you, then talk, be open to discuss matters before you sign on the dotted line. Work-wise is very creative. I'm seeing, a lot of flow here, and something could be revealed that you didn't see coming. Again, this is like a resurrection this week of something that you thought maybe wasn't going to happen. Maybe you get another interview with something that has been, wasn't happening for the last 6 months because of the pandemic, but I feel like you're going to be able to let go and enjoy. But just like I say, get excited with everything in your life. You've got the knowledge, so you are prepared, but use the knowledge, don't kind of go off the rails and spend time, suddenly go, we're going to set the deal, and say yes before you've seen the paperwork. Just double check everything, especially if you've, sleep on it. That's what Spirit is saying. It's just so that you're all on the same page. Hello, Gemini. So this solar eclipse is going to affect your marriage and your long-term partnerships. You may hear some news about a partner this week. It could be a love relationship, it could be a work relationship, it could even be someone new. It's good news, but for you, this is more about how it affects your reputation and how others see you. Now, this could be that somebody comes back from the past and wants to suddenly marry you, or make something permanent, a permanent commitment, or a partner could come back in who suddenly wants to invest after a lot of time. And they could be somebody that has let you down. Maybe you've been through a lot of pain and heartache with them, and you're kind of thinking, how am I going to be seen if I go back to this person, although I feel I want to, or, this is really a positive situation. I think that you're looking at your professional side. It's like you're going to be focused on your long-term reputation and how things will affect you. Will moving in with somebody, good news about a partner, they bought a house and they're saying, come and live in with me, will it affect your reputation because you've moved in with someone and you should be single in your professional life? Is this person not a good, from the outside looking in, good benefit for you? Is the partner coming in for work somebody who has done a few dodgy deals in the past, or can you really trust them long term? I mean, even if they're offering something great on the table, could this affect you being in a partnership? So this is the only thing that I feel coming up. This is going to be quite important. You are going to be looking at how the world sees you over the 6 months and how you want to brand yourself. And if you get some kind of news that somebody wants to work with you, how is that going to affect that brand? And relationship-wise, I do see that you are in the leadership seat, and I feel that you can call the shots. Now, we all have a choice, and we can all call the shots. We can always say what we want, but we don't always feel that we're in a position to do so. But I do feel this is about, you want to know the loyalty of a situation. You want to know, it's like you're looking for the answers or the confirmation that someone is going to be loyal. And I feel like you're almost ready to wait. You'll want to move. You may want to go ahead with something, but you're going to bide your time a little bit. And I would say do so. Really look at the effects of everything. And I don't mean look at it negatively, because we can always look at the worst that happens. And anything could happen. And a what if is a what if. It can be a positive or a negative, right? But I feel that it's, it is worth looking at all the sides of everything, the benefits, the non-benefits. Now, it could be that somebody wants to work with you or go into partnership with you, and this could have an effect on your marriage and your home, right? Maybe the person you're working with is somebody that your partner doesn't like, or, it's going to take you away from home. It's just how are things going to affect you, all right? And I think that's where you're going to be looking at. But there is expansion here. And I do see a call coming for some of you this week. Remember, this may not resonate with everybody, but the energy and where, the energy around your sun sign or your rising sign is about news, your marriage, your home, your partnerships, and how things, are going to pan out. I do see a new cycle coming in with this call, or communications that are coming in for you, and there are going to be some revelations. So this, to me, is showing news, especially regarding finance, abundance, expansion, in your working life and your love life. Something is going to come in, but again, it could affect you. How does it affect you professionally? Don't be manipulated into something you don't want to. Love your heart. Put your heart first. Know that, this is how you want to be. This is the person you want to be inside. And, things don't have to change if you don't want them to. And a lot of this, what the reading is showing, is that this is also about mindset. So again, don't go into a negative about this. Just consider the options and how you would deal with them if it came up. Okay, that's the best way to look at things. Just be prepared. Work-wise, it's like you're finding all the right ingredients here. And, in relationships, you're starting to find a better standing. So, like I say, your voice is going to be heard a little bit more. Things could suddenly change in work in a minute, like I say. So a partner could come into the mix. Maybe you're a solo artist and suddenly your manager wants you to become a group. Okay, so this could affect your relation, your long-term reputation. There is more focus though, and there is security here. All right, I do see strong foundations, so this isn't a bad thing. It's just the way that you want to deal with it. So just be aware of the signs. Those first instincts that come in. Those little signs that you see in people. When you first meet somebody, and they show these kind of maybe negative traits, but you're so in love and you're so in the moment that you kind of just put it aside and think, oh, I'll deal with that later. Oh, it's just them, it's just, but I love this about them. And then 6 months down the line, you think, if I dealt with it now, that wouldn't be a problem. So this is what the message is this week, is look at how your self-worth might be affected by things, your confidence, and how you want to play things right from the start, and the things that you want to, those little details you want to iron out. Remember, this is about little details, just noticing those and being absolutely certain in yourself. Hello, Cancer. So this solar eclipse coming up on the 14th is going to shine a light on your work-related objectives, your philosophies, how you want to approach things now. You may completely change the way you manage your affairs. Maybe you're going to look at altering the way your career goes. You may be still focusing on the same goal, but you want to do things differently. Maybe you want to manage things differently. Maybe you want to treat things in a new way. You've got like a new perspective coming in. This feels like an upgrade as well as a reset. And also, you're going to be looking at readjustments that really need to be made in your attitude to work. If you do get some new work coming in, do just check the details, because there could be some legal stuff you need to sort out. There could be some documents missing, especially if you have to travel. So don't just accept something and go, yeah, I'll be there on the 6th of March, and then realize that, you've got to have a green card for something, or you've got to have extra visas. Brexit's happening, guys, and it is making a lot of changes. You are going to be feeling a lot more positive, stronger health-wise. And I just feel like you're going to be looking at from a higher level, really, looking at things you do day to day and how you approach things, your mental health and your well-being. Now, in love, I'm seeing like a new journey beginning. This could be a long, it could have stuff to deal with. It's like discoveries. Think of this journey that you might be going on, like a new partnership, or maybe you're starting again with a partner that you still have to iron out the details, that you still have to overcome some issues of trust, or you've got to issue out some deal with some niggles. But I feel like you're ready to do that. You're kind of approaching things in a new way. Your eyes are kind of opening to realizing what may have been an issue before, and if you have been, and I'm looking as if you were the saboteur. Okay, and I'm not saying everybody is, it does take two to tango, but often there's one person that can be a block in a relationship and isn't able to see that. And, the arguments come because the other person's wanting them to see that, and, you're not getting it, and it's just complete miscommunication. It could be that you're understanding how to deal with the person in your relationship. It could be that you're realizing that, okay, I need to take a different approach when I'm dating. I need to not sit there and offload all my problems when I sit down on a first date, or tell them all about my bad relationships, or do you see what I mean? It's like you're kind of realizing you're opening your eyes to new things. And I feel like it could be sudden change, literally, like you wake up and you suddenly see things differently and you think, I know what my goal is. I'm going to go for that because this is what I want to do. And it's like you're being really loyal to yourself, and you're going to start, it's like you're opening up more doors of opportunity, especially in love. And it just being more expansive. There's a creative energy around you, and I would guide you to be as creative as possible. As money, there's something that could come, a wish that you've been looking for. There could be a job that comes in for you that you've been waiting for. You've been desperate for a job opportunity, or to be accepted for something, or maybe it's a promotion. It's going to be a more peaceful way forwards and a more spiritual way forwards. Okay. I feel like you're going to be that's how you're going to be looking at your money situation as well. It's like you're kind of going deeper, understanding abundance, understanding the flow a bit better, and you're a bit more relaxed about it, you know, because even if you're somebody that doesn't, or kind of says, oh yeah, you know, you kind of go with the flow, that inside I feel there has been some deep worries about money or how it works, or, you know, maybe blaming yourself for things, which has been sabotaging or blocking the way forwards. There's definitely news coming, I feel, around your career matters, and there could be a massive breakthrough, and it's really positive, but you may feel like, oh my God, this is so new, you know, it's like the first day at school. That's what I'm getting. There could be some jealousy around as well, because this could be something really big, and somebody else could have, you know, the person that you think is always getting the opportunities, you could get the one they really want. They've just been grabbing them all, you know, and you're like, yeah, actually, and you just, suddenly everything is falling into your lap, and I'm just so excited for you, Cancers, because, you know, this has been a long time coming, and I just feel like you've been in a long sleep, you know, kind of just not, I don't know, just not awake to something that is very simple in your own mind, and it just suddenly clears, the fog just clears. So go for it, you know, really, you know, get on that higher vibe, even if other people aren't with you, and, you know, start a new journey, and even if the way forward looks a little bit arduous to start with, or you know that you've got to do some extra learning, you know, you've got to make some breakthroughs in yourself and your mental health, or you know, maybe you're going to go and do some counselling or something to help yourself, to strengthen and support yourself. It's worth it. It will be worth it in the end. And I feel like you've got the strength and the motivation to go for it now. Hello, Leo. This is a time where the emphasis is going to be on your creativity, love, children. You know, you're going to start being really excited about the plans for the future, romantically or with the creative projects that you're monetizing, and you will be the one monetizing it. Okay, it's like you are the one that is going to be pushing forwards with ideas. You're going to be the inspirational one. You could be having concerns about how to work with a partner, but the answer is to be creative, have a more creative approach. It could be to do with a love partner as well. Just be open to communication, hash out the details, especially if money is involved. It could be a love project, you know, so it could be something that you're going to do with a partner, and it's a creative thing. Just make sure that you are both on the same page. This seems to be a message for everybody, because there is a bit of a fog around this solar eclipse, so some of the details will be left out, and some people may not just say stuff. They're not hiding stuff, they're just not telling you. So you got to play detective a little bit. But again, this is a creative way of doing things. You know, just have that creative approach, and I feel like things will work in your favor. Now, with love and relationships, you might be dealing with a home situation. You might suddenly reach a goal this week. This is such a positive energy. It's excitable. It's like being the child all over again. You know, you may not be dealing with children. You may be celebrating because of a child being born or one on the way. But you could be like, you know, this is your first house together. This is your first time of, you know, you're getting married, or, you know, you're like children at the beginning of a journey. This is a new start, a fresh outlook in things. Let go of any anger, guys, because somebody around you, I feel, or maybe you're feeling angry about somebody or a situation. Don't take it into this new beginning. Okay, that's what holds you back. It's you that is holding on to it, not somebody else. All right, you may be thinking, oh God, well, you know, I bet they're pissed off. Oh, excuse me, didn't mean to use that language, but, you know, I bet they're annoyed with me because, you know, or they're holding, you know, they're angry at me, or they're going to like come at me or something like that. Or you're just angry because something didn't work out the way that you wanted it. Don't let that get involved in this new beginning. I think that, you know, I feel like things are well starred with you with relationships, especially if you meet somebody new as well. And it could happen very, very quickly. But as it comes in quickly, it's a lovely, lovely, consistent, relaxed, calm way forward. It's like a slow burn. Okay, so you might suddenly meet somebody in the supermarket, fall in love with them, you know, and think, oh my God, instant attraction. You go out on a first date and then you kind of take it easy. I don't feel like it's going to feel slow. It's going to feel consistent. Okay, it's going to feel just relaxed, you know, and just in the flow, which is really, really good. And I just feel a lot of peace around this as well. Money wise, there could be something that you are doing with a relationship. I feel that something is coming in fast. Maybe someone's going to give you some money or help you out. Maybe a partner's going to help you out. I feel this is toward, you know, could be a soul link connection particularly, or somebody that really gets you or really loves you on a high level or really wants you to achieve. Okay, it could be that you are gaining extra money to develop yourself as well. Okay, or you're going to put money into some kind of development business together, or, you know, I feel like this is all about the higher mind now. You know, we're coming into this new era about mindset, you know, knowledge and stuff. So you may suddenly, you know, decide that, you know, this is the way you both want to go. Maybe you want to just change your lifestyle and live in a tent somewhere out in the wilderness. Just do hash out the details together. Make sure that you are both on the same page. That's what I'm going to say. Be creative though, you know, just be open to lots of ideas. You don't have to actually set everything in stone right now. I feel like you've got a few months to get things planned. You know, maybe you're looking for the money to come in, or something just comes in that you can at least get things started. I do see things in writing, you know, messages coming in all of a sudden this week and over the next 10 days or so. You may have already felt that, you know, that energy coming in. Work-wise, I feel like there is an injection of cash. You know, you're feeling more valued at work. Again, you might meet someone at work as well. I feel like love is in the air, really, for you. It's like you're starting a new creative love path. You know, it's all exciting, it's all fun, it's like dating all over again, and somebody could come back into your life as well. Watch that. I think you're just going to shut the door though. I don't think you're going to want them back in, because there'll be somebody else there, or you may not see it coming. It could be that you've just shut off and suddenly it appears. Okay, and that's that kind of big change that comes in with these eclipses. I do see a lot of positivity around work. And again, this could be work being brought in, you know, coming back, and you kind of saying, actually, you know, it's too late now. This will be the confirmation that you've overcome something as well, a block in yourself. So that's quite a big sign. You will have what you need. That's what Spirit is saying. You will have what you need to implement your plans and push forwards with a project. So again, keep open-minded, keep inspirational, and keep your heart full of love. Hello, Virgos. So there's going to be a lot of emphasis, energy going into the home from now on. This is what the solar eclipse is bringing in. You may suddenly decide, and I'm using the word suddenly with everyone because eclipses do bring big change suddenly. And I do feel with this one, it is, you know, the energy is so strong. The planets are so powerful with what is going on this month alone, you know, and we are coming into this massive conjunction that you could just suddenly wake up and think, I'm going to move to Belgium, I'm going to move house, I'm going to sell up, I'm going to downsize, or I'm just going to move out, you know. Don't be surprised. You may want to make some home improvements, or, you know, I feel like just everything is on about expanding and building. Somebody might be behaving a bit oddly around you where love and relationships, family are concerned, because they're a bit jealous, because they've had it. I'm just getting somebody around you who has had it all, literally been spoon-fed and loved, you know, really enjoyed it, and kind of showed off a little bit and gloated. You know, this is somebody who hasn't really done the work, who maybe is a bit selfish, but is a little bit jealous now because of what you've got, because suddenly you can make these changes. So don't be put off by that. You know, I would step away from those kinds of people. I think it's going to be quite obvious as well. I think someone's going to show their true colours, because I can see them kind of saying something very passive aggressive and you thinking, oh my God, you're actually jealous. And this is going to give you more value as well, which is really good. If you're the one that's jealous or you're feeling a bit envious, then make the changes. Do what it takes, get on that. This is a time to step up. You can have all those things. That's what Spirit is saying. You can have the love in your relationship, or loving relationships. You can have it all. But just looking at everyone else and what they've got is not going to bring it to you, okay? If you are in a relationship that is somebody has been really restrictive and jealous, this could be what makes you want to move. You could suddenly say, actually, do you know what? I can't do this anymore. And that will give you a rest. I'm fed up with it, So expect big changes where your living circumstances, your home arrangements are, people are around you, that kind of thing. You're going to see a lot more detail. You're going to be given a lot more strength. And I feel you're going to go with your gut and be very, very focused where love and family are concerned as well. And be quite direct in your approach. I see financial doors opening for you and you realizing that this is a dream that you've manifested as well. You may want to take some time to reflect on what you really want as well, because I do feel there's more than one opportunity coming in. And if you want to start a business, I think that people will be offering you help and support. It may not just be monetary as such, but it will be worth its weight in gold, because sometimes you get things given and it's not just the money, it's the things you buy with the money. So someone might, you have a business and someone buys you, a kettle and some cups or something, or they say, I'll paint the walls for you, or here's the office furniture, that kind of thing. We've got this hanging around in the garage, here you go. So be open to that, because, I don't feel like you have to buy everything. It feels like you'll have what you need. There's a sense of wanting to go on an independent road where finances are as well, or have your own money. So you might be always strapped for cash because you're paying out for someone else, or you're being responsible for someone else, and you suddenly say, no, actually, I want this now. This is going to be my pot, and I'm actually going to make it work for me. I'm not going to have the pot, build the pot, and then start sharing it out with everyone else. I'm actually going to use this for something I want. There's a big change of pattern coming where work is concerned. This is like a rebirth happening. It's going to come in really, really fast. I feel like you want to be grabbing these opportunities. There's going to be celebration here. Big celebration. Could be around a fire sign or a water sign. It could be something that is coming up in April time. It could be something that started back in October, November time, that is suddenly starting to take off and things are starting to act. You're starting to see the results of the change. It could be you put in for a promotion, you were putting out for some work, and suddenly, you're getting answers and you've got something to celebrate. I really feel like there's something good, good that's going to happen this week for everybody, and also over the next 10 days at least. And I feel like everything's coming around for you. It's like what goes around comes around. There's that feeling of like, okay, A has now met B. B has now met G, and everything kind of has come full circle, and it's really, really positive. And you're kind of connecting all the dots, and you're understanding how things have been working, how the universe has been working with you. Just check all the details, guys, just ask the questions, and just, don't be afraid if somebody is passive aggressive with you and says something, ask them why. Say, why would you say that? Don't just let it go, because I feel like it's time to stand up for yourself and stand up in your value. Hello, Libra. So this solar eclipse is going to bring you the support you need if you want to start something new, especially around your working life, or you want to gain more knowledge. You could get some surprise from somebody close to you, news related to a sibling or a family member, maybe even just a partner or a friend. It will be a surprise because you won't be expecting it. I mean, maybe somebody has decided to have a family when they were completely anti having children, or they've decided to get married when they said that they'd never get married, or, you just never, this person is very young and you thought, oh my God, this is like weird, or they've changed their whole career goals or direction. It'll come as a surprise, but I do think it's going to trigger a few things in you, and you might suddenly think, hey, I'm going to... I need to get my own working life in order, and I need to learn some new skills. If this person can do it, I can do it. Okay. Things are going to fall into place this week, and starting this week, there's definitely a missing piece of the puzzle about to slot exactly into that missing hole, and it is going to allow you the new beginning you want, where love and relationships are concerned. And I do feel new love or new energy around love coming in. So this could be someone new. This could be a new, a new member of the family coming to you. This could be you just renewing your vows, or, feeling love with a partner. There's definitely celebration around it, and that's what I'm saying, renewing vows, or a new baby, or an engagement, that kind of thing. Maybe it's somebody else around you. Like I said, you're getting news of that, and that is kind of pushing you forwards or triggering you to make some new decisions around the other areas of your life. It will have a direct effect on your finances and your work, because I feel like relationships are very much connected to your monetary gains or influences this week. So, like, again, it could, you could hear some news about somebody who's suddenly, I don't know, they've just won the lottery, or they've just suddenly made a massive investment work, or, in their business, and you're thinking, oh my God, I thought that was just worth nothing. How did they do that? And then you realise what they've done, and you think, I could do that, and off you go. There seems to be a new cycle and an ending happening here too, in fact, especially around your monetary affairs, because the revelations that are coming in are going to kickstart you into some kind of action. And I do see you looking at stronger foundations, looking at better abundance in your life, and realizing your old habits and patterns that need to disappear. And it's the little details, this is so important at the moment, to be watching those little details, because they kind of creep up every now and again, and you think, oh God, I missed that, if I'd really thought that through. Because sometimes our heads can be in a fog, or other people's can, and they forget things, and they forget to tell you something. It's like, yeah, you can move in next week, I'll just let yourself in, right? And then they disappear, and they haven't left you the key, you haven't asked for it. So just remember all those little bits of details that, make sure you've got your checklists going all the time. Work-wise, there's massive changes. I do see growth here, new opportunities coming in for you if you haven't got work, and growth on everything that you have been doing, things starting to take off. And there could be one major surprise that turn around that is really a wow factor. You think, oh my God, I've really surprised myself here. I'm seeing lovely surprises coming where you don't see it. It's almost like you've shut off to it. You've completely let go, and boof, in it comes. And there's some wonderful things happening. So this is a great enterprising week for you. This is a great time to really think about your long-term journey with your work aspects, gaining new knowledge in your life, and using news to your positive advantage, not to a negative. Don't let yourself kind of fall apart if someone's got, you think, oh my God, I was meant to do that, or oh God, I can't believe they did that, how did they achieve that, and look at my life, you could easily do that. We all have that ability in us to kind of look to the depressing side of life, especially when we're going through a restriction and a pandemic, should I say. Do we need to mention that again? But that's the thing, is it's so important to keep on that high vibe right now. Just double check all the details, guys. Hello, all my lovely fellow Scorpios out there. So this is the week. This is the time. There could be some amazing news that comes this week on a fantastic financial front. It's like everything you've been putting in is likely to pay off beautifully. This may not be a massive step up, like a massive promotion coming in, or the biggest job, but it could be a lateral move of what you've been doing, which is long term, which is going to bring you good financial dividends. I just feel like a big substantial amount of money could fall into your lap, or it could be a massive sense of recognition, which is worth the money. It's everything you've been working for. Maybe you've been waiting for that, someone to see your work. You could have written a blog, or worked on a book, or some kind of thesis or something, and you've been sitting there thinking, oh, no one's heard me, or the same with a channel like I'm doing, hello, please recognize me, you put it all out there, and you've worked really, really hard at it, and it's like, where is it going, and then suddenly boofs, there's like loads of hits, loads of subscribers, suddenly everybody wants to invest in you. Someone sees your book, and then they talk about you on their social media platform, and that brings in the customers that you need, or the clients you need. Okay, so it could come in any way. It doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get a check in the post. It could be the start of long-term financial gain as well. I do see big changes where your relationships are concerned in your home. Something really surprising, you being surprised actually at how something turns out. It's like you could have been you put in an offer for a house, a really low one, and it gets accepted, and you're moving in with your partner, or someone asks you to move in with them, and you think, oh my God, or they buy you a house. I don't know, maybe you'll see this massive grant check that will help you do what you want to do. I do feel a lot of spiritual connections coming together this week, or starting to, you kind of really connecting with partners and family members on a highly spiritual level, and it feels like there's a sense of resolve and completion there. Lots and lots of abundance in love, and I do see lots of messages coming in writing telling you about love. Now, work-wise, there could still be, a battle to overcome, but I think you're going to get the strength to do it. And I've got the number 33, which is showing a really, really powerful energy on your side. So don't allow your old habits to kick in. Don't go negative. It's really easy when we get tested, and when you're just about to come into massive abundance, you get really tested. It's almost like everything gets drained. It's like a pullback before it goes boof, and off you go. Okay, imagine it's like an elastic band. Just before you get that injection of abundance, they pull back the elastic band and then they flick it out and it goes and explodes, okay? So don't start worrying or doubting or questioning. Just be in your thing, be in your flow, and do what is good for you and what feels good for you, and is in your joy. I feel like opportunities are going to come opening up where investment's concerned, or making more money. And I do see a big choice to make. It's like maybe 2 offers on the table. Maybe it's like 2 investors want to come in, or 2 offers of a partnership. Do I want to be with this person? Do I not? They're both good. Talk about it, discuss it. There is a Pisces element here. It could be a Pisces coming in who's connected to money, or it could be that it is about something coming in during that period with mid-February, mid-March time. It's very, very positive. And I do see a kind of a door closing where a cycle of money is concerned. 2, in fact, it feels like massive, massive rebirth coming. This solar eclipse is so focused on the finances, and it's just, I'm just feeling so positive myself. And any Scorpios out there, please let me know if anything happens. And even if it's just a small glimpse over the next 10 days, if you've had luck over the last 10 days, go over the last 10 days and see what you received. I did mention this in the main reading, but there was one day that, I remember saying, I was talking to my husband, I said, this has been a really lucky day, right? Our washing machine, when we moved into our new house, right, was playing up, and then we thought it was broken. So we had a guy come in, the electrician looked at it. We don't own the washing machine, so we've just moved in. And I'm thinking, oh, God, I could get this fixed. So I asked the agent, he sent someone round. He was like, it's broken, whatever. And I'm thinking, it still works, but then a friend said, oh, it's okay. It's just that the pipes are shared, and that, if the dishwasher's on at the same time, then it doesn't drain. So I got back to the agent. I said, look, everything's okay. I think it's fine. He comes back and said, no, we're going to get you a new one. Anyway, so he comes in, brand new Bosch, beautiful washing machine, all high tech, and it was like, wow, what a great day. Then I open the door, there's lots of plants left for me for my garden. There was just so many good things that happened that day. It was a really, really lucky day. And that, to me, is the sign, because that was in the last 10 days, of the good times rolling. Where maybe you've had to struggle for stuff and you've had to fight for someone to come around and look at your broken things, or, to mend something, or to help you out, or to listen to you. You not only got a replacement or a fixture, you've got the best, you get the upgrade. So look back over the last 10 days, some lucky stuff, because that is a sign that things, you've been putting the work in. And the thing is, if you have been going for it, you have been trusting, and you've been doing everything that is necessary, it will be repaid, okay? Trust that. Hello, Sagittarius, and happy birthday if you are celebrating this week. Just want to do a quick shout out to Tracy, who was having a birthday just yesterday, and to lovely Kelly, whenever your birthday is, because I can't remember the date, and I have actually sent a message to you, so do check that. But happy birthday if it is this week, and apologies to anyone. Oh, Angela too, happy birthday to you. Yours was a few days ago. So if you are having a birthday, do write a comment. This is the best time for you guys. This is about you finding your identity. You're going to be really feeling strong about liking yourself. You know, the only thing that could be a shadow over you celebrating you as a person in your life is that somebody else could be going through a bad time. Maybe there's been a sadness that you've had. Maybe there's something you think, oh, I should be grieving longer, or maybe someone else is having a tough time. Don't feel guilty, okay? Some things you can't change. Some things you haven't got control over. But when you've been brought a little bit of joy in your life, at least enjoy it, because times have been tough lately. Times have been tough for everybody, and people are looking for that ounce of joy. And even if that is somebody smiling at you, or someone giving you a compliment, or you receiving, you know, a new job, or you just having a wonderful family celebration of some kind, or just with friends, enjoy it. Don't spend the time feeling guilty about having fun, because this is about you stepping into you, okay? There's a big change and transformation around relationships this week, okay? I feel like your heart is opening more. It's like the revelation of you. Suddenly it's like, I'm so happy. I'm so proud of myself. I am so trusting of myself. I've done really well, you know, and suddenly it's like you've come to life. So this is a fantastic time for you. Absolutely fantastic. Money-wise, there could be a lovely surprise coming. Okay, something unexpected, and it could come in very, very fast, and it will put everything back into balance. Okay, so it could be coming through somebody else. It could be shared with you. It could be your money. All right, it could be an opportunity that you realise is just going to be really good for you, and it's going to suddenly put everything back to where it is. But I do see an injection of cash coming. A lot of abundance around you, and being surprised at how perfect and how balanced the situation has become. Okay, maybe you've just suddenly realised that you have balanced the books the whole time, and actually things were paying off, and actually something was more profitable than you realised. Work-wise, there could be a call coming in around, you know, maybe a good big cash money, you know, job, or a step up in your career as well. I do feel relationships are linked to this as well. So it could be somebody in a family member or a friend who tells you about an opportunity. Again, for you, like Scorpio, I feel like there could be choices here, sudden choices. We've got 1 minute, you've only got one thing or nothing, and then suddenly you've got more than one offer coming in. Be inspirational, be really expansive. Know what you want. Be sure about you, because when you know what you want, then it doesn't matter what else. You'll know the choice. Don't look at what is bringing you more money in actual cash. Look at what is going to bring you more abundance in fulfillment. Then you will have your answer. But this is a new time for you. This is you. This is you understanding you. This is stepping forwards, trusting, using everything you've learned, and, you know, and you have nothing to feel guilty about. Hello, Capricorn. Now, this is a time that you can finally decompress. You can take time to recharge your batteries. I really feel like you are coming into a new chapter, but first of all, you must rest. Okay? You're coming into a cycle of retreat, okay? You may feel that actually, you know what, I just want to just be with myself. I just want to connect with me, do some self-reflection. I just want to relax. I feel like the end of December is going to be a time to take time off if you can. You know, it's not going to be as rushed as it was last year. You know, this is a time to consider holiday, or really taking some time out from other people's stuff as well, responsibilities, burdens. You know, be with the people you just love, or are calm and relaxed, and just rejuvenate. You do need this time. Okay, be aware that you need this time. There could be massive celebrations this week. But I feel like, you know, and you could be invited somewhere. I mean, I know that things are opening up a little bit more. You know, the lockdowns are being a bit more released because we're coming into the Christmas time. But you may not want to. I feel like you may just want to step away, but that could cause that sense of like, oh God, are people going to like hate me for it? Or am I going to be pushed out now? Or they're going to be depressed about it. But I think you've just got to think about yourself. There's something about a work situation which could be connected to a partner as well. So we're looking at relationships here. It could be a partner's work situation that is getting you down, or maybe they're down about it as well. Maybe you need a rest about that. You know, I feel like you just got to step back, detach from everything, detach from other people. Don't get too involved, you know, even if you have to be around people, don't get too involved, but do, you know, stop trying to plan, stop trying to overthink things, presume things, or work things out right now. And you need this end of this year to kind of rejuvenate. So just take things easy if you can. I feel like you're going to have the support. There's a lot of loyalty around you. But the more you focus on your well-being, the better, especially around your work-related projects. So if you've got time to consider your options, do so. You know, if you've got a bit of time off over the Christmas period, then make sure you do so, or start planning for that. Okay, don't plan for some great big party, you know, unless it's going to be completely relaxing. Okay, but I think you just got to, you know, if that's restful, then great. Especially if you don't have time to have some joy. But if you just want to just do nothing and not be the organizer and not be the host, maybe you just want to be with yourself. Maybe you want to go away and have a retreat somewhere. Go and do a silent retreat or do some meditation. Money's good. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of money luck here, new beginnings. There's money linked to younger people, maybe children coming in, something being returned to you. Maybe someone's going to pay you back. Maybe one of your kids is going to pay you back. Or there's something, money coming in for your children that's going to help your children. It could be a new project that you're thinking about. It's going to kickstart that new project, or it's just like you're starting your life again. You know, money's coming in to help you with that. It could be a partner who, again, I feel could be blocking that a little bit, or is being a bit not really thinking of, not loving themselves enough. And this could be, again, that work situation I was talking about, or someone in your family that's just being a bit holding back. Maybe it's you that's not doing what you love. You need to focus on the love for yourself and focus on what will bring you love and fulfillment long term, and what is really in your heart. Focus on your heart, because that is your heart is the thing that gives out the energy to everything else. It enriches all your organs. Without your heart, there's nowhere, you know, there's no breath. So really, really take the time to assess that. This is going to be, I feel like the end of the year is going to be the end of a cycle for you, to start to start afresh and to have fun times, fun, exciting times. So don't be afraid to rest. Aquarius. Hello, Aquarius. We are coming into the age of Aquarius, and this is going to be a social time. You are going to want to have some fun from now on. I feel like it's like, this is a long time coming. I need to now enjoy my life. I'm fed up with worrying. I'm fed up with being stuck here, wherever you are, and I'm going to change things up. And I feel like you're going to have a fun attitude towards things. There is new people coming into your life. This solar eclipse is about social times, long-term plans and objectives, you know, maybe finding a new set of people to be with, a new job, a new lifestyle. And I feel where relationships concerned, you could hit gold this week. You know, things are really coming together. Somebody could be coming round, you know, coming back around again, that you didn't think was going to happen, you know, someone from the past that comes back in, or maybe you've just both been on two parallel journeys and somehow you connect once more. It's going to surprise you. I think you're going to have a big wake-up call as well, where your relationships are concerned and linked to money and how you love yourself. Something you haven't seen before. You know, I'm not saying you don't think you love yourself or you think you're giving yourself self-care. This is like a situation where you really aren't getting it. You really thought you were, but there's like something is going to really surprise you and wake you up this week, especially around your love, family setups, you know, your relationships in general. It's leaning to something positive though. And there's more growth where money is concerned. You're going to start understanding what roots to plant and what, you know, what branches are really leading anywhere. It's not just a matter of going, oh yeah, this is a good laugh, you know, let's just do this and willy-nilly. You're probably seeing what you're losing and what you're gaining this week. And I feel like you're going to start looking at expansion, because you don't want to be going through what you've been going through before. There's a new goal coming in where finances are concerned, and I feel like you're going to close an important door and say, no more. This has got to stop. Let go of your doubts though, okay? Expansion is on the cards, and if you don't see it straight away, you will see glimpses over the next 10 days, and you will have already seen glimpses. You know, something might have already happened that's like a glimmer of hope, but it's not necessarily set in stone. But this week or over the next 10 days, it could start beginning, you know, materializing. The eclipse is the beginning of changes over the next 6 months, all right? So something, they bring a gift with them. So everyone's going to get a gift of some kind. It could be insight, knowledge. I feel for you, it's the understanding of those links, the connections, you know, of where your joy lies. And relationship, work-wise, I'm seeing a Cancer could be linked to you. Money-wise, Sagittarius, definitely. Somebody around you who could be giving you some good insight and ideas. It could be that this Cancer person is linked, you know, it's a relationship with a Cancer. It could be something during that Cancer time, June and July, maybe last year, or during those times where you felt kind of pushed out or you've lost out. You know, look around the year, look at the period of times of where you've maybe lacked or you've lost or you felt less, you know, or less worthy, or things have changed. Look at those patterns, take time to do it. There is a new journey starting in work, and it's going to be more detached. Okay, I feel like you've been wanting to help everyone, do everything, work with people. Maybe you've not felt that you can do it on your own. But this time you are. You're going to feel more kind of, yeah, I can work with you, but I'm stepping back. But actually, I might detach from that old area and I'm going to bring in a new tribe. Okay, there's more. As you go forwards and you take those steps, even if it means this could be a long journey, it could be a slow build up, and you may have to learn some things on the way. I do feel that the endurance is there in you, the motivation. And I think when you start, you're going to start seeing more options, more choices. And I think work-wise, you're seeing that you're going to wake up and say, actually, you know, there's more than this. I don't have to keep doing this. I keep doing it because I keep telling myself or justifying. And I just feel like this week, with this eclipse, things are going to change. Hello, Pisces. Now, career aspects are going to be a big focus for you with this eclipse, and I'm seeing massive promotions here. Something really big coming in for you. Don't question it. Don't doubt yourself, okay? Because you might start thinking, oh my God, this is too big. This is what I wanted, but I didn't actually take the steps, and suddenly it's there. It's because you're being recognized. This celebration around your relationships, your partnerships, your family. I feel like everything is taking a step up because a goal is there in front of you if you want it, okay? So it's like a gift has been given to you. Don't question it. Just go for it. See where it takes you, because you still have a choice, okay? Don't sabotage something before you start. I feel like money situations are going to fall into place for you this week. Something maybe you've been waiting for. Maybe something is being paid back, but it feels like something is being resolved, okay? So you could get some money back. There could be, you know, tax paid, or, you know, something like that, or maybe somebody's owed you some money. There is a Leo energy here around your money aspects, and I feel this is to do with being focused and feeling in the, you know, being the lion, being the king or queen of your pot, and knowing that you have got the control and that you have got the ability and you have got the leadership skills. And taking leadership. It could be that somebody, a Leo, is involved in some money luck that comes in. But there's a lot of support around you, a lot of strength helping you. And I feel like as you step forwards into this new area of your life, that things will evolve in the right ways. It's like a work situation could come back to you. Somebody could come back, or come back to your workplace that you haven't seen for a long time. This is going to mark a crossroads as well. Okay, so maybe an old boss comes back and offers you the job that you thought you were going to get 5 years ago, or they know you and you think, oh God, maybe somebody else should have had this, because they're only giving it to me because they know me. They're giving it to you because you can, all right? They know your work. It's not because you're just their mate. They actually know, they trust you. And this, whatever this role is that could be coming in for you, or this change is because it has to be, you're the person for it. So this is bringing new directions. It could mean that somebody comes back into your work environment that causes you to want to change directions. You suddenly realise there's this kind of link-ups that happen within your working life and your money situations, and you start seeing a familiar pattern, because I'm seeing a change here where a pattern is. You know, it's like you're starting to see, if you change this, you can get more opportunities. If you do things this way, doors are going to start opening for you. There's a lot of self-reflection going on. I feel like this is going to happen for everybody, but you are getting more spiritual insight into your work situations, and you're going to be more creative. Listen to your gut feelings where love is concerned. There's a lot of signs there. You know, signs are being shown to you. So again, don't doubt. Again, if somebody that maybe you're with someone, a partner at work, right? They're your boss and they give you the job. Again, don't doubt yourself that they give it to you because you're just a partner. You're getting these opportunities because you are worth it, okay? So go and enjoy and take the journey. Just check all the details. Check all the details, okay? This is about you. Have a great week, everybody. If you'd like a private reading, just get on down to the website, and I will speak to you all soon. Bye for now.